Good morning, Vietnam. I am your planetary defense commander, Star-Lord New Thor 7, the T. And hey, Southern California, it's raining again. And not only is it raining now, but it does look like the heavy rain and heavy snow with heavy precipitation will return in about a week. So when tonight's rain does stop, do try to enjoy the non-raininess. And then also for this area over here, we may start to see some pretty big storms also in about a week. All right. And remember how I was like, all right, we're going to be on super duper red alert from February 5th through like the 14th? Because on the 5th, Mercury was going to be conjuncting with Pluto. And then on the 14th, Mars is going to be conjuncting with Pluto. And so shit got weird around the 5th. My haters and hackers got really aggressive and upset about stuff. What? I don't know. And then Tucker Carlson showed up in Russia to interview Putin. I don't know, to provide a 2-hour commercial tomorrow night on X for the joys of communism. And then on the flip side of the aisle, President Biden keeps talking to 18th century ghosts and then being like, yeah, I talked to someone who died 100 years ago. And everybody's like, what? So yeah, these are crazy days, man. And if somehow you got offended by my promotion of communism joke, I'm sorry. This is still the United States. We're still allowed to tell jokes or attempt to. Anywho, I hope you're doing great. There's been a lot going on. And definitely some people are emotionally supercharged about an election that's still like 275 days away, which is a really long time. You know? Boom. That would be a bad storm. But yeah, California, you're on the lookout for more rain, snow, and shit like that. Crazy days indeed, my friends. And remember, like the 12-year anniversary of Asteroid Fight Club is coming up on the 15th of February. And Asteroid Fight Club was created to help us prevent World War III, avoid civilization from collapsing, avoid civil war, and hopefully bring about world peace. And one of the main reasons it was created was because I don't worship politicians on the right or the left. It's just not my thing. It'll never be my thing. But now all the people who are so devout about the politician they believe in more than Muslims are about Muhammad, definitely the next few months are going to be crazy. If you don't worship their politician like they do, they will consider you the enemy. And if you believe anything differently than they do, which is very, 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 very un-American. And I hit this video at the wrong time. But the weather's been really weird and wild and shit, I gotta rewind it, man. Here comes the clip. Ready for it? Boom. The wind, when it gets windy, it can knock semis over. So drive safe no matter what the weather, because things are crazy out there. Ariana Grande's got a new album coming out. Okay, great. There are 500 plus mudslides that plagued the Los Angeles metro area from these storms that just went through. We're in the future, and yeah, the future is weird. And these guys are probably online complaining about how expensive their McDonald's is. But they're doing it with $3,500 goggles. We're already getting warnings about this upcoming hurricane season due to the MJO. And yeah, you're going to have a total solar eclipse April 8th. Anytime you get a total solar eclipse over the United States of America, circle back to 2017, hurricane season's probably pretty weird. So this is going to be the weirdest hurricane season since 2017, would be my opinion, so be prepared as much as can be this far in advance. Man, sometimes I get lucky enough to talk to a lot of people in the know about specific subjects, and I have heard about major insurance problems all across the board in multiple places across the United States of America for multiple reasons. After Hurricane Ian, many insurance companies have just been a disgrace. And like a lot of places due to hurricanes and wildfires have stopped offering coverage because, with the state of the wacky weather, it's just not cost feasible for them. And then, anyway, we got a lot of situations to deal with these days. You know what I'm saying? And then the UN chief today was like, the world is entering a stage of chaos. And I was like, oh, thanks. That's really going to help, buddy. Words matter. Messaging matters. This guy got arrested for driving his truck in the ocean. And I believe his quote when he got arrested was, hey, man, it's not my fault. The truck don't surf. That somehow sounds like a great quote. And technically, it should be legal to drive your truck in the ocean, I guess. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe you're one of those people out there who's like, we should have no government. We should have no laws. But I guess this law's kind of on the border. I mean, a metaphorical border. I didn't mean to trigger you about shit. Hey, you know that sphere in Vegas I'm always talking about? That I would like. I've been on the outside. I have not been on the outside. Some dude climbed up to the top of it. And he did it because he was pro-life. And so he would like everybody to stop having sex outside of marriage. And he would like everybody to stop getting divorces. He's like, honor your vows to God. And stop having, I don't know. Anyway. Yep. He's like, the divorce rate is too high. So I'm climbing a sphere. Everything I may have told you could be totally wrong. Something like that, though. He was like, do you remember when you literally took a vow to God to stay together forever? And then you're like, nah, changed my mind. Anyway, the protesters and the rule breakers, the people who throw paint on paintings, they get pretty preachy these days. And sometimes Russians are like, do not make any jokes about how we have no freedom of speech, or we'll kill you. Like, that's not funny. Sons have been doing a lot of crazy shit. I will say this. Here in America, if you are an adult and you want to vote for Donald Trump, you're totally allowed to, man. And if you're an adult and you want to vote for Joseph Biden, you're totally allowed to. And if you don't want to vote at all, that's also your right. Remember, they're both damn near, one's 80, one's about to be 80. So the chance of them even making another 280 days, that's not guaranteed. So, I don't know, try to enjoy every day while you can. All right. And you think everybody's acting crazy now, and the comments and the eclipses haven't even started showing up. But yeah, I don't know. I guess Tucker's visiting Putin doing an interview right when Mercury and Pluto were hooking up. That seemed on the nose, but the 14th is the day where Mars and Pluto hook up. So watch for that to be a really crazy day. Possibly dangerous. Poland scrambles fighter jets as Russian missile flies within 50 kilometers of the NATO border. And there were like 4 Russian jets right by the Alaska border last night. Anyway, Super Bowl was only 5 days away. So I hope you stay cool. I hope you have a good weekend. Wait, it's Wednesday. And I appreciate you. Also, a lot of people I know have either got the cold, the flu, or the COVID, or RSV, or something. I was sick for like 8 to 10 days. I'm almost over it now. Anyway, getting sick sucks. Just thought I'd say that. Whitney Merrill is like 3 million smart toothbrushes were just used in a DDoS attack. So what they did is they took control of your toothbrushes. And then they had their toothbrush vibrate to opposite people's houses. And they brushed your teeth while you were sleeping. And these innocuous bathroom gadgets transformed into soldiers in a bonnet army, knocked out a Swiss company for several hours, costing millions of euro damages. I've heard stories that this may not be true, but it's funny to talk about. And this is your anus. Yeah, I don't know. To me, remember my opinion is different than 8 billion other human beings. But it seems like the logical choice is that it's okay to be totally unhappy with both choices we have as presidential candidates right now. Like I said, Biden was basically like, hey, dude, I talked to a ghost. A dude I hadn't been alive for 200 years. And then I don't know, dude. Trump's like a broken record. He's like, hey, remember when I took that cognitive test? And he's also like, nothing bad ever happens when I'm president. Like you forgot about the virus or whatever. Anyway, I don't mean to piss you off. I'm just saying. And Putin is like, you should elect me for the president of America. I'm trying to get so, and they don't, you can't, the AI can't understand what the fuck I just said, but you can. Anyway, shit is really weird. Anyway, stay cool and God bless America and every other country out there. That's a chick. It's my Erskine. Did you watch Mr. and Mr. Smith, the new one with her and Donald Glover? I thought it was good. What'd you think? Hey, are you wondering how much snow the pea got? That's weird. Usually the snow gets the pea, not the other way around. Anyway, Canada, look at that. That's a lot of snow. You get it? I mean, okay. I can't wait for the Jon Stewart, Joe Rogan debates. Those will be interesting. And you know what? I can't wait for Trump and Biden to debate. And you know what I think they should do, though? Is they should put them in like those glass rooms or whatever. And so that like Biden's microphone turns on for 2 minutes and then it shuts off. And then Trump's microphone turns on for 2 minutes and it shuts off. So they have like a lot of amount of time and they can't like yell over each other. Anyway, hopefully we get 3 of them. We'll probably get 0. Does that look like a devil comment to you? Oh my God. All right. So everybody stay cool. Sydney Sweeney's so pretty. Dogs are cool too. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all soon. I heard at the rumors it's snowing into China. Whoa. Slip sliding away. Oh yeah, Papa Katapal was doing his beautiful thing. The sun had a backside super halo CME. Here's the deal, dude. Mark Cuban, Texan billionaire. Elon Musk just moved to Texas, but a billionaire. They were having a little debate. Mark Cuban was trying to challenge him about the whole DEI diversity thing. And Mark Cuban was staying civil. And at some point, Elon is just like, Mark Cuban is an insufferable tool. And Mark Cuban kept a sense of humor. He was like, he's my best friend. He's a real bad bitch, got his own car, don't need no lift. I love you, Elon. I don't, and that's just the thing about like Elon is one of those people who put, I don't know, who always talking shit about people. Dude, I'm a Texan who's lived here the majority of my life. Mark Cuban's, not perfect, but he's been a good Texan. And he was just trying to have a reasonable debate. So let's get back towards the like cooler Texas is a friendship state attitude, shall we? All right. And I mean, I don't expect this week any of my haters to be like, oh yeah, Thor's got a point. Maybe we should all, be more American, be more Christian, be more cool, be more, understanding and forgiving and do what we can to enjoy life together on the planet. I know that shit ain't gonna happen. I've been around for like 12 years doing this. They ain't changed a bit. They must be fixed signs. All right, God bless everyone. I love you. Stay cool. Talk to y'all soon. Yo, there's a big crack under your football field at the stadium in Iceland.